Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Robert Rahm. I'm delighted to make this recording. It's going to help all senior citizens and whomever fly without pain. The pain of pressurization, especially when the pilot spends 15 or 20 minutes to land the airplane. So those that have ear problems, as I did, when the pilot usually lands, it creates significant pain in the eardrums. And those are 5 million or so Americans that have this problem really know what I mean. I'm going to give you today the first ever solution that works so effectively, so easily. Here's the solution. When the pilot says, "Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be landing in such and such city," at that point, I want you to do this for the entire period that the pilot is landing. So it asks you to do this for 15 or 20 minutes until you reach the ground. And I'm going to surprise you. No pain, no pain. At the beginning, there might be just a wee bit of pain until you do the process properly, but the process is so simple. Okay, here we go, folks. So think of your eyes. Your eyes have pupils called eyeballs. Now, I want you to do this. You're in your seat in the airplane. I want you to bounce your eyeballs. Just think of blinking your eyes, but focus on bouncing those two eyeballs. And you're going to do this for the total amount that the pilot is landing the airplane. It may take about 15 to 20 minutes to reach ground zero, but no pain. So start to do this. Bounce. Just look at my eyes. I'm bouncing the eyeballs. You can't really hardly notice it. And guess what? None of the other passengers are going to see you bouncing your eyeballs. Now, I want you to continue to do this because I want you to be pain-free for your entire landing. You can also do this when the pilot takes off the airplane. It's not as painful then to reach the 34,000 feet or whatever, but there is some pain in taking off. So do this at that time too, if you wish. Simply bounce your eyeballs. Now, one more point. You can also add one little thing that'll make your ears open even wider without pain, and that's to bounce your elbows. You're seated in your chair. Nobody's going to see you do this. It's just sort of like tapping your elbows. When you do this here, your ears are going to totally open. So goodbye all the years you've been suffering with pain. No need to use chewing gum. No need to hold your nose or doing any other thing. So goodbye to pain. Fly, go on all your vacations, and just simply enjoy the flight without pain. And you can also use this when you've got a bad cold and you've got to fly. Still recommend it if you got a bad cold not to fly, but if you have to because of circumstances, then use this process to eliminate some of that pain. Maybe it'll eliminate all that pain. But if you fly without a cold and simply do this, I guarantee you no pain. Now, everybody's different, so the guarantee will depend on yourself, your ability to do the process, and so on. So check with your doctor first before using this method to see if he approves, and if he does, use this method. So hats off to you. Glad I could help, and goodbye pain. Thank you.